How do you feel about that process that we engaged in?
I thought the process was awesome because although I knew you previous to having you do it, it was not in this capacity, and so it was really great to have somebody take the words that I was saying and connect the dots for me, because sometimes when you're so in it, you can't see it. So it was effortless. It was, well, I won't say effortless. It was a little bit daunting to kind of share my stories with anyone, but you made it really safe. So I appreciated that a lot, because it's hard to be vulnerable sometimes.
Yeah. What would you say is like your biggest insight from this experience?
Well, I've been doing some searching for a bit. What I think some of the best insight you provided was perspective that I didn't see, and it helped. So the end result is what I did with it, is I ended up going back and redesigning my website, to be more focused on my purpose. I ended up um, thinking about everything that I'm doing and what's aligned with my purpose and what isn't. And so how am I making choices about what I'm doing? And yeah, so I think it's really been impactful, because since I figured it out, I've been able to, I was really just kind of spinning my wheels for like a year and a half, right? Like, I know I'm supposed to be doing something, but I'm not really sure what, so it helped me to have clarity.
Yeah, moving forward. So how has the clarity impacted you for your life?
Oh. Well, the great thing is that I think I was what's the word? I've been just doing things because I didn't have the confidence to do what I felt like I should really be doing. And so I think that having the clarity has given me momentum. So like I actually started taking action, like I'd been building this website, but I was just kind of dinking around with it. I wasn't getting any new, I wasn't out pursuing clients, or, because I wasn't really sure what kind of clients I wanted to pursue. I had an idea, but I wasn't totally clear on my own vision. So how was I going to communicate it to others if I didn't know what it was, myself? So anyways, that clarity helped me to go out and start taking action. So for example, I think I have 7 classes online now. I joined,
What?
yeah,
You overachiever.
I I joined a uh, a group, not a chamber, but more like a downtown group, so that they could help me market, my classes. I've written some blog posts, and I've actually, I was writing blog posts before, I just wasn't telling anyone about them. And so
You were the
now
best kept secret. Can't be
yeah,
the best kept
yeah.
secret.
Yeah, so now I'm actually sending the blog, to people. So, anyways, it's just given me clarity and helped me to kind of see who my ideal customer is, and it's actually helped me. Like, for example, I fired a customer, and because they weren't really in alignment with what I'm about, and sometimes you have to do that too. So
That is powerful. Like, yes, that is super, super powerful.
yeah.
Wow. So, Mary, like, out of all of the coaches, you could have chosen anybody to like go through this process, do this coaching introspection.
Yeah.
What made you choose me?
So I had worked with you previously, quite a few years back. And the one thing that I valued, probably the most that I valued, was your communication skills. So your ability to not only listen, but also to listen to the unspoken and to what's within the message, and to be able to draw things out, that people aren't actually saying. So being able to communicate at that level is really hard to find, actually. So that would be one reason. I think the other reason would be that you created a very safe environment for me to, excuse me, share some very intimate details about my stories, my thoughts, my beliefs. You're always very positive and uplifting, and that was really important and valuable to me, because of the vulnerability aspect. You want somebody who's not going to make you feel bad about being who you are.
So who you are is brilliant.
Just like that. Like that. Yeah. So, and you did an excellent job doing that. I wrote a bunch of stories. You were patient, you were kind, you listened, you asked very good questions, probing questions, to get me to think about things differently. And then you provided me feedback at the end, which was fascinating. Some of the feedback was fascinating to me. Like when you would tell me, one of the most interesting pieces of feedback was you told me I used the word love to explain a certain situation like 6 times.
I remember that.
And I never even knew I used the word at all. And that is a word I use a lot, so it was really insightful, to think about those things.
Yeah.
Just
awesome.
shows how well you listen.
Well, thank you, Mary.
Yeah.
It's been so fascinating. That was such a great experience. So thank you for choosing me, and thank you for choosing you, and then taking all those actions afterward.
Yeah, it's been awesome to have the clarity and the confidence to move forward and to know what it is I need to be doing.
Okay, fantastic.